Most free-to-play players waste months on trash decks. So today I'll show you the best free decks you can use at any stage in the game, no matter which arena you're in. Let's start with deck number 1, Mega Knight Balloon Control. If you want to make players rage quit, this is the deck. Mega Knight paired with Balloon, absolutely disgusting. One drops from the sky, deleting everything with slam damage, the other flies straight at your tower and chunks half its HP in seconds. But here's the trick. Never lead with Mega Knight. Wait, let them overcommit, then punish. Suddenly, you've got a counter push that is unstoppable. Drop that balloon behind him and Ice Spirit or minions for support, and then watch them panic. Rage quit incoming. The rest of the deck, pure support to guarantee the combo hits. Wizard melts swarms. Guards shut down their win conditions. Fireball and arrows clear whatever's left standing. It's simple, it's brutal, and it's exactly the kind of deck that makes people throw their phone across the room. Deck number 2, Hog Ghost Cycle. This deck is straight up chaos. Hog Rider alone is annoying enough to defend against, but you're running 2 different Hog cards. Your opponent's constantly choosing which tower to sacrifice. The cycle is beautiful. Royal Ghost and Bomber hold the line while barely spending elixir, then you flip the script. Turn that defense into offense with whichever Hog fits the moment. Single elixir, Hog Rider chips away at their sanity. Double elixir, split the lane with Hog Rider left, Royal Hogs right. Pure panic. Defense comes first though. Tesla shuts down their tank, E-Wizard resets their win condition, Bomber clears the swarms, and once they've wasted their elixir on a failed push, that's when you strike. Quick Hog Rider for guaranteed damage, Royal Hogs when they're out of answers. They defend one, they lose the other. Every single time. Deck 3, Prince Logbait. If you can't beat them, well, join them. This is Logbait, but evolved. Prince and Rascals shut down everything. They push, you defend for positive trades. They wait, you cycle princesses until they're forced to move. Either way, you are in control. The game plan never really changes. Bait their log with princess, bait their arrows with rascal, then drop that barrel when they've got nothing left. Every small spell they waste is another opening. Every princess they ignore is 140 damage. Stack enough of them and suddenly they're panicking at half health. One wrong move and the match flips entirely. They log your princess instead of your barrel, tower's gone. They ignore that prince on defense, well, tower's gone. They let 2 princesses stack up, you bet it, tower gone. The deck doesn't just win, it frustrates, tilts, and mentally breaks opponents until they stop trying. Deck 4, Triple Spell E-Barb Cycle. Old players would remember the menace E-Barbs used to be. Combine them with the quickness of 2.6 Hog Cycle and you create this unstoppable deck. You don't need any building to defend when you have E-Barbs and Mega Minion, both of them hitting hard on every troop. Evolved Mega Knights and Boss Bandits can no longer break through this monster of DPS. Stay patient, don't overcommit, and learn when to switch from small chip pushes to a full counterattack. This deck will reward you with consistent wins. It's not just about cycling Hog Rider, it's about controlling the pace of the match and punishing opponents when they make mistakes. And here's a little bonus tip for you. Mega Minion is not likely to be nerfed soon, so it might be a good time to make a deck around it. Deck number 5, RR Minor Bait. Tired of opponents outcycling you with skeleton barrels? This deck makes you faster than everyone. 2.8 average elixir with minor cycle. They can't keep up. Recruits completely shut down everything. Double spells means no skeleton ever touches your tower, and those recently buffed minions, absolute defensive monsters now. Just space them out, never give free fireball value. But if you have Evolution Mortar unlocked, that is game over. Regular Mortar plays defense, even stopping Hog Riders cold. Then you drop the Evolved Mortar and suddenly they're panicking. Minor left lane, Mortar right, where do they defend? They guess wrong once and lose a tower. They're left scratching their heads while you take their king. This isn't just some mid-ladder gimmick. This exact playstyle dominates at every level, from 5,000 trophies to top 100 global. The cycle is too fast, the pressure is too consistent, and by the time they figure out your pattern, it's already too late. Deck number 6, Giant Skeleton Splashyard. Graveyard has always been meta, flying under the radar, dodging every nerf, but swap Knight for Giant Skeleton, everything changes. Double Elixir becomes undefendable. That ruthless graveyard chip is already hard to stop. Now add a Giant Skeleton tanking in front, and your opponent has two choices: defend the skeletons eating out their tower, or deal with the giant bomb walking toward them. They can't do both. Watch them panic, watch them misplay, watch them hit that yawning princess emote in defeat. Here's the free-to-play secret. Baby Dragon and Giant Skeleton unlock super early. You'll have months to max them out while others chase newer cards. This deck grows with your account naturally. No legendary grinding required. Fair warning though, this does take skill. Patience wins games. One misplaced graveyard that activates King Tower, you're done. But nail the placement, time your pushes right, and suddenly you're the player everyone hates facing. The one they can't figure out how to stop. Deck 7, E-Golem Beatdown. E-Golem is one of the most hated cards in the game, and for good reason. Now pair it with Spirit Empress's insane range and DPS, now that is undefendable. This synergy is disgusting. E-Golem tanks everything. Spirit Empress melts their defense from across the bridge, Goblin Machine spawns endless pressure, they drop Dark Goblin or Firecracker to defend, Machine deletes them instantly. Running triple spells means cycle decks can't touch you, log their swarms, tornado everything into position, lightning their Inferno Tower, and every defensive option gets hard countered. Then comes the Nightmare push. E-Golem in front, Battle Healer keeping it alive, Evolved Electro Dragon stunning everything. Remember, everyone got that evolution for free. Use it. Watch them panic, watch them overcommit, and watch them lose. Quick warning though, Spirit Empress is getting nerfed soon. She's too broken to survive. Upgrade at your own risk, but until that nerf hits, abuse this deck and climb while you can. Deck number 8, Giant Miner Control. Your opponents are ready for 2.6 Hog. They know how to handle Evolved Mega Knight, but a wall of classic Beatdown, Giant, E-Barbs, Mega Minion? Nobody really expects it anymore. Here's what makes it evil though. Not a single card dies to spells. Fireball the Mega Minion? Still alive. Lightning the E-Barbs? Still pushing. Rocket the Giant? You just went -6 Elixir. Every defensive option feels wrong. Once you understand the matchups, you become a puppeteer. They have to respond exactly how you expect. Giant in the back forces their tank killer. E-Barb at the bridge forces their swarm. Every move becomes predictable. Every counter gets punished. Double Elixir is where you break them. One massive death ball down a lane, unstoppable. Split push with Giant left and E-Barbs right, pick your poison. Either way, you're holding arrows and zap, ready to delete their last desperate defense. They know it's coming, they just can't stop it. Deck number 9, LumberLoon Freeze. This deck is built for one thing: instant rage quits. So let me show you exactly how to trigger them. Lumberjack dies, drops rage, balloon connects, 3 seconds, half their tower is gone. They need the perfect counter or it's over. And most players, they just don't have it. Your defense is bulletproof. Boulder and Barbarian Barrel delete every ground push, nothing survives that combo. Air threats, Electro Dragon resets them while Inferno Dragon melts them. They just can't break through. Evolutions make this deck unstoppable. But here's the secret: you don't need them. The base cards already dominate, just hold that freeze, never show it early. Wait for the perfect moment when they think they've defended successfully. Freeze. Balloon connects, tower deleted, rage quit incoming. Master the LumberLoon timing and you counter the entire meta. Not because your cards are better, but because nobody expects freeze anymore. One perfectly timed spell changes everything. They'll never see it coming. Deck number 10, P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam. Another classic combo buried under the meta. P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam Evolved version. Leave your opponents thinking, why are they no longer able to defend it like they used to? If the battle is a near draw situation, it's time to cycle poison on their tower in triple elixir. Swapping the Royal Ghost for the Dark Prince and the Magic Archer for minions makes it easier to level up and improve the free-to-play score. Play carefully against air decks. LumberLoon can be a tricky situation to get out of if you mess up bad. P.E.K.K.A Ram is also away from Nerftown because it's hidden away from the Clash Royale devs. Deck number 11, Double Prince Giant. This deck looks straight out of 2016 Clash Royale, except now it's stronger than ever. Double Prince is back and absolutely destroying the meta. P.E.K.K.A in their deck, Prince and Dark Prince delete her. Boss Bandit charging, Double Prince says no. That is literally half the current meta, countered by 2 cards. They can't stop what they weren't prepared for. The counter pushes are devastating. Giant tanks in front, Double Prince behind, arrows ready, their swarms gone, their defense overwhelmed. Every failed push they make turns into your unstoppable offense. Phoenix gives you that resurrection value, but not your style? Swap for Mega Minion. Same power, just no egg mechanic. Don't have Electro Wizard yet? Minions work perfectly fine. But warning, the moment you remove E-Wiz, Supercell's matchmaking will throw nothing but Sparky at you. That's basically a law of physics at this point. This isn't nostalgia. This is old school beatdown proving it never left. It was just waiting for the meta to forget how to defend it. Deck number 12, Giant Graveyard. Another meta deck, but actually free-to-play friendly this time. Got evolutions? Toss them in. Don't have them? Doesn't matter. Giant left alone still takes towers. Always has, always will. Bowler is back in the meta for a reason. Guards in front of him, nothing touches him. Prince charging, blocked. P.E.K.K.A swinging, denied. Your defense becomes their nightmare. Here's where it gets nasty. They overcommit trying to break through, drop Graveyard opposite lane. Now they're scrambling. Even if they have Valkyrie, Graveyard plus Giant Snowball chunks their tower while they go negative on Elixir. Lose-lose situation. Minions right now are absolutely broken. They defend literally everything in the current meta. Loon, Hog, even tanks if you place them right. Just keep cycling them and watch your opponent's frustration build. Fair warning, this is control, not spam. Patience wins games. Rush your graveyard and you lose. Time it perfectly and they never recover. The difference between 5,000 and 8,000 trophies is knowing when to wait. Deck number 13, Royal Pressure. Whether you're stuck at mid-ladder or pushing top 1000, you know that feeling. Opponent drops Royal Recruits, you crack your fingers, you lock in. Now it's time to become that player everyone fears. This deck has survived every meta for years. Know why? Because it is unbreakable. Top players abuse it daily. Add evolutions and it becomes genuinely unfair. The entire deck is one giant spell bait. Royal Hogs split lane, they fireball. Recruits spread wide, they drop Mega Knight. Every response costs them more elixir than you spent. And while they're broke, you're already setting up the next wave. Counter push potential? Unfathomable. They commit everything to stop your Hogs. Recruits turn that failed push into their tower dying. Every defensive play becomes offensive pressure. They literally can't attack without losing. Got evolution shards? Goblin Cage becomes a nightmare. Evolved Cage grabs every bandit, every prince, every win condition. Flying Machine sits behind everything, sniping their cannon, deleting their bomb tower. They can't place buildings anymore. Deck 14, RG Furnace. Classic Royal Giant adjusted for one thing, beating the Furnace spam meta. This version runs its own Furnace because if you can't beat them, out-spam them. No swarm cards, doesn't matter. Fisherman and Royal Ghost defend everything when you know their placements. Takes practice, but once you master it, nothing gets through. Air decks might seem scary without Hunter, but here's the secret. Just trade towers. They take 1 with Balloon, you take 2 with Royal Giant. Mega Minion handles that cleanup. This deck absolutely destroys the annoying matchups. Expo players, Royal Giant outranges them while your cheap cycle matches their speed. Log bait, they can't outcycle you and RG doesn't care about their buildings. Hard countered. With evolutions, this deck becomes disgusting. Evolved Furnace creates endless pressure, Evolved Royal Giant becomes unstoppable. Fisherman pulls their counters out of position, Lightning clears the rest. They literally cannot defend. Without evolutions though, kind of a different story. You are facing maxed credit card warriors with every evolution unlocked. Time to lock in completely. Every placement matters, every cycle counts. But honestly, that's when this deck gets fun. Deck number 15, Gob Giant P.E.K.K.A. Here is the improved version. Unpopular at mid-ladder, but absolutely dominating top 200 for months. This is the deck pros don't want you to know about. The core is disgusting. Goblin Giant tanking, Goblin Machine spawning, P.E.K.K.A deleting everything. Drop Goblin Curse or Rage and it's genuinely undefendable. Even after the Goblin Curse nerf, regular Rage still makes this push unstoppable. No spell counters it, nothing survives it. Can't afford P.E.K.K.A? Prince works perfectly fine. until they nerf him. Same devastating push, slightly cheaper. Either way, you're creating nightmares. This deck lives for double elixir. Yes, it's heavy. Yes, you will take damage early. That is the plan. Defend minimally, build elixir advantage, then drop the trifactor push. Giant in front, machine behind, P.E.K.K.A on the side. One push, one tower, guaranteed. Lightning clears their desperate defense, arrows will handle the rest. Pro tip, Goblin Demolisher at the bridge forces responses and powers up your Goblin Giant even more. They have to answer him, leaving nothing for your actual push. Got Goblin Giant or P.E.K.K.A Evolution? You are unstoppable right now. Abuse it before the emergency nerf hits because it is coming. This deck is just too broken to survive. Deck number 16, Sneaky Golem. This meme deck somehow became legitimate, a troll strategy that actually wins games. Classic 2.6 defense with the nastiest surprise factor in Clash Royale. You defend like normal 2.6, perfect cannon placements, immaculate kiting, they think they're facing another boring cycle player. Then it happens. When they're down on elixir when they least expect it, Golem in the pocket. Watch them panic, watch them scramble, they throw everything at the Golem while your Hog Rider takes the other tower. They defend the Hog while the Golem 3-crowns them. Every option is wrong. Meanwhile, you're cycling fireballs for guaranteed damage. Here's the beautiful part. No evolutions are needed. Pass Royale won't help you. Credit card warriors will still lose. This deck only rewards one thing: perfect cycling. Master your cannon kites, time your ice spirit freezes, control the tempo completely. One well-placed Golem wins the entire match. Just that single moment of surprise after 5 minutes of normal 2.6. The meme became the meta, and nobody knows how to stop it. It's gross. Deck number 17, Minor Loon Control. This is basically 2.6 Hog Cycle's evil twin. Same fast cycle, same defensive mastery, but with Minor Balloon instead. Your opponents won't know what hit them. Rascals are your Swiss Army knife. They defend everything, Prince, Bandit, Hog, you name it. Whatever survives gets melted by Inferno Tower. Nothing breaks through this defense when you cycle correctly. The win condition is patience. Minor chips away slowly, 300 damage here, 300 there. They get frustrated, overcommit, and that is when you strike. Balloon at the bridge when they're down on elixir, one connection equals half their tower. They never overcommit again. Ice Golem is your secret weapon. Kite their win condition into the center, both towers shredded, they might spend 8 elixir for nothing. You spent 2. That math is beautiful. The only real threat, Sparky Goblin Giant, but you're ready. Inferno Tower pulls the Giant to the side, bats drop on the Sparky, push dissected. They just went -10 elixir trying to break through. Deck number 18, Goblin Drill Cannon Cart Pressure. Classic P.E.K.K.A bridge spam, but with Goblin Drill replacing Ram Rider. This changes everything. The cycle becomes lightning fast. You're dropping Goblin Drills constantly, both lanes, never stopping. They defend left, drill right. They defend right, drill left. They can't build a push because they're always responding. Perfect control through pure aggression. Cannon Cart is the hidden MVP. Everyone underestimates this rolling Chad, but watch it delete entire pushes while your opponent panics. Same range as Dark Goblin, same annoying survival mechanics, just better stats. And here is where they lose. Dark Prince charging, E-Wiz stunning, Cannon Cart rolling. That trio is unstoppable. They drop swarms, fireball ready. Drop a tank, P.E.K.K.A ready. Every counter has a counter. They're playing checkers while you're playing chess. Bandit and Barbarian Barrel aren't just filler, they complete the synergy. Bandit pressures when they're low, Barrel answers their Goblin barrels. Everything connects perfectly. This isn't bridge spam anymore, it's drill spam with a P.E.K.K.A backup plan. They prepare for one, they die to the other. Every single time. Deck number 19, 3.0 Expo. The most hated deck in Clash Royale history. Survived every nerf, outlasted every meta, made millions rage quit. Expo 3.0 simply refuses to die. Bridge placement for aggressive locks, defensive placement against beatdown, it's a building that shoots across the map. How is that balanced? It's not. That's the point. Defense is automatic. Expo and Tesla in the center, Ice Spirit and Skeletons kiting everything. They spend 12 elixir on a push that dies to your 3 elixir cycle cards. The math is criminal. Can't break through? No problem. Start spelling their tower. Fireball, log, fireball, log. It's like you're playing Mage Arena. They just can't stop it. They can't punish it. They just watch their tower slowly disappear while you defend everything perfectly. Evolved Tesla makes this genuinely unfair. Everyone got it for free recently. Use it before they nerf it. Evolved Archers got nerfed? It kinda doesn't matter. They still shred everything behind your expo. This deck has survived 8 years of hate because it works. It's not fun, it's not exciting, no, it's definitely not exciting. It's just ruthlessly effective, and that is why everyone despises facing it. And finally, Deck 20, P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam Mark II. So, the final deck, P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam, just with a slight modification. Phoenix is much stronger than Magic Archer in the current meta, and the rest of the deck is still the same. So many decks having P.E.K.K.A also establishes its position at both mid ladder and top ladder. If your opponents are running air decks, be prepared to lock in to make it a winnable game. Use the Bandit and Royal Ghost to make split lane pushes and overwhelm your opponent with too many units on both sides. The Poison and Zap finish the deck and seal the deal. Now, listen carefully. Decks are only one half of the story. The real secrets of Clash Royale are hidden in its lore. And that's exactly why you gotta watch this video next, where I uncover the lore behind every legendary card in the game. Trust me, what you've seen so far is nothing compared to what I want to show you. I'll see you there.